Everybody talks about finding the next 10x coin that will blow up and take you to the moon. Most people chase hypes and green candles, but most of the opportunities are found much earlier than when the coin already pumps. So Superform is trying to simplify DeFi interactions in moving capital and making transactions much easier. Now the question is, does Superform have all the fundamentals and all the things we go throughout in our analysis to make sure that this project is a project worth investing in? Talking about community engagement, talking about multi-cross platforms where people and community people are notified, where investors are engaged, and where the coin is available to purchase on any given exchange. Let's go to the charts, let's check out, let's make the analysis together, and let's see if Superform has what it takes to blow up in the future. All right, now that we are back on the screen, we're going to continue analyzing Superform. We're going to go into the deck screener, the social media platform, the website, the Discord, the Coinbase, and we're going to see if this coin is really worth investing in and see how it has performed since it has come out. So let's go to my screen and check out when it was recommended. So here on my screen, you have a write-up already in my recommendation channel. We can see that Superform was recommended right here on April 3rd. And I immediately bought it because I saw the potential in it. And I saw more than I usually want to see in a high potential early adoption coin. So I immediately bought in. And in the last couple of days, I gained a lot of profits from it, thankfully, and we'll check it out right now. So the platform is Ethereum. It is, well, in here it is Ethereum, but Base. It is on Ethereum. Base is a layer 2 blockchain that it belongs to Ethereum. The market cap was 7 million. It was at 5 cents when it was recommended. Perfect time to buy. It was in the AI sector. It has a score of 65, which is the top score for Crypto Genius. Remember, it is conservative because these are high potential early adoption coins, which come with more risk by itself. So now we're going to copy the contract address right here. Okay, so now let's go to the charts and let's check out how it has performed. So here we see deck screener on Superform. We have seen that in the last couple days, it has gone up by literally 200%. And I have been thankfully part of that ride when I bought in right down here and it flew up. Can it go higher? I absolutely think so. Now it is at $23 million on market cap. That is crazy because it was at 7 million when it was recommended. So you make the math and see how much it doubled. So holder count is 21,000. Distribution is perfect. If it's in the 20% range, it is perfect. The best scenario is below 15 percentile, which is fine, which that is a perfect holder amount, but 20 is fairly good for the niche that we have going on in this case. Liquidity. We have 7 liquidity providers. That is huge. That means that the liquidity is distributed very well and very nicely, meaning that rug pulls are less likely, still likely, but less likely, and it is more certain that this coin can fly high up to the sky. So holder count 21,000 is perfect. The distribution is perfect. Liquidity is perfect. And then the transactions, based on the jump that it just had, it makes sense that there's a bunch of sells. A lot of people are taking profits because it made that jump. So going down to the info section, the price is 13 cents at the time of recording this video. Liquidity is 1.2 million. There has been ongoing movement the last hour, 6 hours, and 24 hours, 5 minutes, not so much, but ongoing movement. Then we see that 16 people think this will be a good project, that it can skyrocket. And then from there, we have one person that thinks it will not do well, but we always have that distribution. Now, here's the indicator that I talked about that kind of blew my mind. It was out of the normal because it is more platforms and more engagement that I usually see with early adoption high potential tokens. In here we can see Superform has a website, there's documentation, obviously Superform, it has an application, it has a blog site, it has a Twitter, it has a Discord, it has a TikTok, and it has an Instagram. Meaning that if it has a TikTok and an Instagram, that means that a lot of more adoption can get out of it because a lot of youth and a lot of today's generation use TikTok and Instagram more than anything else. If they're in that platform, I think the adoption rate can go up by a lot if people are interested, and this can fly up. Now we see here the chart has gone up, so that's a very good indicator. And is it still a good time to invest? I think so. But if you want to hold off till it cools off a little bit, feel free to do so. Please do your own research on that one. Now we're going to the website. Now I have to say that on the phone, the website looks much nicer and it's very well laid out. Now here on the computer, I really don't like how it is laid out. It looks like a lot of work needs to be done on this website, especially on the web, but it does have all the information that you need to know. You just have to familiarize yourself with the website and the navigating through it. You can launch the app, which we also saw in deck screener. We can click here, which I don't know what happens when we click here. Here's the video. Okay. All right, you can watch it on your own. Feel free to do so. This seems cool though. This was a cool video, cool first part of the video. I'm gonna definitely watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely have invested in this coin. Hey, what's up guys? This is just a quick reminder that this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I am just showing you what I do with these coins. Do everything at your own leisure. Don't depend on what I am doing. I'm not your financial advisor. Website wise, I don't see, when I see this kind of website, I don't feel very encouraged to click around and navigate and see what's going on, because it doesn't look attractive. It looks boring. It looks like it's something that I have to work harder to go through. However, I do believe that the token and the project has a good idea and a good utility. But regarding the website specifically, I think they have a lot of work to do. We're going to leave it at that, and we're going to continue on the social platform and see how engaged their community is on the platform. Here on X, we can see absolutely that they are definitely active. Here we have the pinned one that was done on February 10th. Yes, it was a while ago, but here on the bottom, we can see that it was 20 hours ago, 20 hours ago, another one, 20 hours ago, yesterday, the day before. So every day we can see updates from Superform. That is a huge indicator. There is comments, there's engagement from the community. People are replying, people are talking back, and they are asking questions regarding the platform. There is a lot of engagement. The platform and the team of Superform is engaging with the community, which has high hopes for the investors, and it makes the investors feel like they're part of something. So going down here, we see April 28th, now available in the EU App Store, which is perfect. European Union, I think it means. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That is huge because it can grow with adaptability and so on. So this is perfect. The social media platform looks fantastic. I like it. It's active. There's comments, there's engagement. And this is what we as investors care about, that the team updates us with all the new features and all the new capabilities that Superform can perform at this day. Now we're going to go into Discord and we're going to see what is going on in their Discord. We're going to see what's going on there, how much engagement is there, and how engaged the community is in that platform. And then we can also see if that is just another indicator of this being a good project to invest in. Right here we have Superform. I had to go through a couple processes to actually go into this community in Discord, but it is good. It is not bad. Here we can see, of course, today, now May 1st, today, there's updates, there's comments, there is engagement. People are liking it, people are loving it, and there is continuous engagement. Product updates, there's also continuous engagements. The last one was on March 30th, which was a month ago, which is okay. This is not bad. Remember, the edge is kind of, for me, if it's not updating you every month, it's kind of an edge case. If it's not updating you every 2 months, that's kind of a reddish flag. That's when I would call a project a little dead. But the overall community, which we have in here, is engaging. Maybe not in this channel, but in the announcement channels and the community updates, that's where it is engaging. Overall, it is keeping the community updated. That is a green flag for me. And the latest post, see, it looks like every day there is something going on. People are loving it, people are liking it, and new updates are coming in at all time. And there's a lot of chance that you can click through and you can check out, but this looks very promising and it looks fantastic to me. Now that we have checked out the Discord channel, which looks very promising, it looks very engaging, and it looks much more friendly than I thought initially. Everything has its section, and there is the links and the product updates for everything that the team is doing. Now that we have done that, this is a huge indicator. This is great news for us investors, and it just gives us another layer of trust for this project. Now the last piece of the cake is Coinbase. It is on Coinbase exchange, meaning that I always get excited with this part, meaning that adoption rate can be super high because everybody has Coinbase exchange. All over the world is the most used platform for crypto. If the project is in Coinbase exchange, that means that this coin has more potential to fly up to the sky. So let's go to Coinbase and let's check it out. I already have Coinbase open. It is here, it's at 13 cents. I looked it up, I copied the contract address and it showed up here. If you also want to just write Superform, that works as well. And if you have any questions on how to do that, just let me know. There's the social media on the website. There's some information on some AI generated information, which here it says how much it grew in the last couple days or 6 hours. And here you can just go to it and say, okay, I want to buy 10, let me see, $10. And then you just review order. And after that is another click, and then you hold Superform. And then you can just wait for the ride and wait for you to make a lot of gains. And that's how easy Coinbase exchange is. Now guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being part of this analysis on Superform. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my Discord, subscribe to my channel. Please be part of Crypto Genius's community, where he gives us top Friday recommendations every week. Thank you so much. Fernando here representing Crypto Genius. Let's go.